Good day, Realest Youth. Hope all is well with you. So the other day I was listening to your live on the replay and you said a lot of things. And I'm making this video to not only correct you on certain things, but also enlighten you on certain things. And for the record, yes, I too believe Massacre's GOK should have been nominated for a Grammy. And normally you hear me say Queen Shensia, Sexy King Massacre, or King Popcorn. For this video, I'm just going to say Shensia, Massacre, and Popcorn.
For numbers, yes, it sell the most. 3,500 for first week. Did sell the most. You see what I say? If I impact, yes, have the biggest impact. If I like crossover, yes, it have the biggest crossover because this album spend the longest on the iTunes all genre chart. Me not talk about iTunes reggae chart. Me mean the all genre with everybody, all of the big album them, yes. This album did the longest on that chart for a dancehall album in a very long time.
On the clip that I just played, the first thing I'm going to correct you on are when you said Massacre's GOK had the higher numbers. Now, if you're talking about reggae billboard placement and unit sales of the first week, yes. But if you're talking about Spotify streams, no. Massacre's album, if you remove Hit and Run, because Hit and Run contributed to over 26 million streams, you remove that, his album came in a little under 11 million streams due to his top three songs, Tyrant, Limelight, Reverse Time. Shensia's album, remove Hit and Run, her album came in a little over 14 million Spotify streams due to her top two songs, Work Me Out with Wizkid and Die For You. You also mentioned that Massacre's GOK was the most impactful album on the iTunes All Genres chart, which is not true. Spice Own was. Spice Own came in at number 2, and Massacre's Own came in at number 77. Yes, Realist Youth, Massacre's album is impactful. However, it's not that impactful in the two big markets, which is the UK and the USA. Every time I've ever heard your commentary, you've always spoken about how impactful his album is among the diaspora. Being that Massacre is a signed artist, he needs to be on the US charts and the UK charts. You mentioned that Massacre's album was a crossover album. No, it was not. And if you're thinking about Shensia's song Hit and Run, where Massacre was a featured artist, that song was not a crossover hit. If it was a crossover hit, the only person who would really benefit from that would have been Shensia. In the meantime, Massacre did benefit from it because it gave him more monthly listeners on Spotify. Realist you also said that Massacre's GOK was the most impactful album in a long while. That's not true, sweetie. Popcorn's Fixed Tape, which was released in August of 2020, made the Billboard 200. The Billboard 200 is the most impactful chart for albums, not the iTunes All Genres chart.
At least, I better than you shouldn't say, man. At least we can say I will bet you win it.
Now, Realist Youth, on that clip that I just played, you guys are saying that if Shensia won the Grammy, it will be because of Massacre. Well, sweetie, that would only be possible if Hit and Run was nominated for a Grammy, which is not, or if Massacre had contributed at least 51% to the production of her album, which he didn't. Prime example, when Shensia was on Kanye West's Donda album, which was nominated for a Grammy, the two songs that she was on, Pure Soul and OK OK Part 2, none of those songs were nominated for a Grammy. The album, Donda, did not win the Grammy, but if it did, Shensia would not have been entitled to that award.
All of them people that will get nominated, them can't feel good within themselves. Let me tell you this, people. Anybody will get nominated, really and truly, them not gonna feel good within themselves because them know if them work doesn't deserve a Grammy. Them know the only reason them get nominated are because of links. You see what I say? Them know the only reason them get nominated because of links. So what is it? What the value of you even if you get the Grammy? You get the Grammy and you win the Grammy, but yet still you not even feel good within the project. You know the project did nothing.
Now, Realist Youth, according to you, Shensia shouldn't feel good about her nomination, even though her song Hit and Run, that you brag about week in and week out from her Grammy nominated album Never Gets Here Late, that you consider nothing, gave Massacre his highest song as a featured artist with over 26 million streams on Spotify. Vibes Cartel, the other artist that you were also ungrateful to, is a featured artist on the song Infrared that helped propel Massacre's musical career into what it is today. Regardless of what you think about his nomination or his nominated EP, Party With Me, you need to show some gratitude. If Shensia doesn't win the Grammy, even though I want her to, but Vibes Cartel does, I'm going to be genuinely happy for him. Why? Because his presence on the controversial song Ludi propelled her into the music industry, and for that, I'm forever grateful. According to you, Realest Yute, all the people who were nominated were only nominated because of links. But isn't Massacre signed to Def Jam? Everyone knows when you're signed, you have a better chance of getting the big awards, especially if you're signed to a powerhouse like Def Jam. In case if you're wondering if Def Jam has links, well, here's a list of artists who are all Grammy affiliates. Kanye West, 124, nominated for 75. Justin Bieber, 1-2, nominated for 23. DJ Khaled, 1-1, nominated for 10. 2 Chainz, 1-1, nominated for 6. Janae Aiko, she has 7 nominations, and she's nominated for this upcoming 2025 Grammys. Realist Youth, I have some advice for you. Whether you want to take it, it's up to you. I understand you're taking out your beef that you have with Gaza Uncle onto Vibes Cartel, which was and is a foolish move. When Gaza Uncle attacked Massacre, you should have kept the attack on Gaza Uncle himself, not Vibes Cartel, because attacking Vibes Cartel can impact Massacre in a negative way, in which that's what Gaza Uncle wanted, and you fell into the trap. A large part of Massacre's fan base is tied to the Gaza, which is the largest fan base in dancehall, followed by the Vendetta clan. I notice you're trying to make Massacre go the Alkaline route, but it won't work because the baton was passed from Movado to Alkaline. Vibes Cartel has not given his baton to Massacre, only strength. You should try and make things right for the sake of Massacre, or else Massacre might end up like his rival, Idonia.